think August is too late to plant? You might be missing the most productive month of the year if you know what to grow. Here's what smart gardeners are planting right now and why it pays off fast. Welcome back to Gardening Story! If you've been wondering what you can still grow in August, you're in for a treat. Just because summer's winding down doesn't mean your garden has to slow down too. In this video, we'll walk you through exactly what you can plant this month, from fast-growing vegetables to heat-loving herbs, late-season fruits, and beautiful flowers that still have time to bloom. Whether you've got a backyard bed or a few containers on the porch, there's something here for every gardener. So grab your favorite drink and let's dig into what August gardening is really all about. August might feel like the tail end of summer, but it's actually a prime time to plant a second round of vegetables, especially if you live in USDA zones 5 through 10. With just a little planning, you can grow a fresh harvest before fall fully sets in. Let's start with the cool season crops. As temperatures begin to ease off toward the end of August, leafy greens like lettuce, spinach, kale, and Swiss chard thrive. These fast growers can go from seed to harvest in as little as 30-45 days, which makes them perfect for late summer planting. If you're in a cooler zone, you can sow them directly into the soil now. In warmer zones, start them in partial shade or under a row cover to keep them from wilting. Next up, radishes, turnips, and beets. These root crops don't mind cooler nights and can mature quickly if you choose the right varieties. Radishes, in particular, are great for beginner gardeners. Some types are ready in just 25 days. For best results, keep the soil consistently moist and well-drained. Carrots are another solid option in August, especially in zones 6-9. Choose smaller or baby carrot varieties for a faster harvest, and remember that carrots like loose, rock-free soil. You can even plant them in deep containers if your garden beds are compacted. Now, don't overlook bush beans or snap peas. In zones 7 and up, there's often enough warm weather left for one last round. These crops are quick to mature, usually within 50 to 60 days, and they can produce a surprisingly generous harvest if you give them full sun and regular watering. If you're gardening in warmer southern zones, zucchini and yellow squash are still fair game in early August. These plants love heat and will take off quickly if given space and sunlight. Try succession planting by sowing a few seeds every 1-2 weeks to stagger your harvests into early fall. A quick transplant tip: if you're starting with nursery seedlings instead of seeds, try planting in the late afternoon or on an overcast day. This helps reduce transplant shock and gives your plants time to adjust without the stress of midday sun. So, even if it feels like the season's almost over, your vegetable garden still has a lot of life left. With the right choices, you can be harvesting fresh produce well into fall and maybe even beyond. August is a surprisingly good month to start fresh herbs, especially if you're looking to extend your garden's productivity into fall. Whether you have a large outdoor bed or just a few containers on your balcony, herbs are low maintenance, fast-growing, and incredibly rewarding. Let's begin with one of the all-time favorites, basil. If you're in USDA zones 7 through 10, basil still has time to thrive in the late summer heat. It loves warm soil and sunshine, so plant it in a sunny spot and keep it well watered. Pinch off the flowering tops regularly to keep the plant producing those fragrant, tender leaves longer. Next up, cilantro. This cool season herb does best when nights start to cool down, so it's perfect for late August in zone 6 and cooler. It grows quickly and prefers full sun in cooler climates or partial shade in hot areas. One quick tip: sow cilantro in succession every 2 weeks for a steady harvest well into fall. Parsley is another great option for August. It handles a wide range of temperatures and grows well in both containers and garden beds. Choose between curly or flat leaf varieties depending on your taste and cooking style. Keep the soil moist and harvest outer leaves first so the center continues to grow. You can also try chives, oregano, and thyme, especially if you live in a mild or warm climate. These herbs are perennial in many zones, so they'll keep coming back season after season with just a bit of care. Plant them in containers if you want to bring them indoors later in the year. For container gardening, use pots with good drainage and a quality potting mix. Herbs don't like soggy roots, so avoid overwatering. A sunny windowsill or patio spot will do just fine. When it comes to harvesting, the general rule is snip often but don't strip the plant. Frequent, gentle trimming encourages new growth and keeps your herbs healthy and full. Starting herbs in August gives you a flavorful boost going into fall and fresh cuttings whenever you need them in the kitchen. When people think of fruit, they usually imagine long growing seasons and spring planting. But August actually offers some unique opportunities, especially if you're planning ahead or living in a warmer USDA zone. Let's start with berries, which are some of the easiest and most rewarding fruits to grow at home. Strawberries can be planted in late summer for a strong root system before winter. Fall-planted strawberries often produce earlier and more abundant harvests the following spring. Choose everbearing or day-neutral varieties if you want a longer harvest window. Blueberries are another great option to prepare in August. While they're typically planted in early spring or fall, now is the perfect time to prep the site, especially if you need to adjust the soil pH. Blueberries love acidic soil, so mixing in peat moss or pine bark now gives the ground time to settle before planting in cooler weather. If you're thinking long-term, August is ideal for planting and pre-ordering dwarf fruit trees like apples, figs, or peaches. Many nurseries offer early fall shipping, and getting your site ready now, clearing space, improving drainage, choosing containers for patios, will set you up for success when planting time comes. For warm climate gardeners, especially in zones 9 and 10, there's still time to transplant pineapples, figs, or even papaya starts if the weather stays mild. These tropical fruits love heat and can do well in large containers. Speaking of containers, fruits like dwarf citrus, figs, and strawberries grow beautifully on patios, porches, and even balconies. Just make sure your pots are deep enough and well drained. Bottom line, August may not bring instant fruit, but it's a powerful prep month. A little work now means sweet rewards next season and beyond. If your garden's starting to look a little tired by August, this is the perfect time to refresh it with new blooms. Late summer is still a great window to plant certain flowers, both annuals and perennials, that will brighten up your space and attract pollinators like bees and butterflies right through fall. Let's start with zinnias, which love heat and grow fast. If you're in USDA zone 7 through 10, there's still enough warm weather left for them to bloom beautifully before the season ends. They come in a variety of vibrant colors, and pollinators absolutely love them. Marigolds are another solid pick. They're tough, sun-loving, and bloom quickly, making them perfect for container gardens, borders, or filling in bare spots. Plus, they help repel certain pests naturally, making them useful as well as beautiful. If you're looking for something more perennial, try echinacea, coniflowers, or black-eyed Susans. These hardy blooms can be planted in August in many zones, especially 6-9. They'll establish roots now and return stronger next year, and they're pollinator magnets. In southern zones like 9 and 10, salvia, lantana, and verbena thrive in late summer and offer long-lasting color well into fall. These are especially great choices if you want to support bees, butterflies, and even hummingbirds. A quick tip: when planting in August heat, do it in the late afternoon or evening and water deeply right after planting. This helps reduce transplant stress and gives roots time to settle in overnight. Don't let the calendar fool you, August can still be full of color. With the right choices, your garden can stay vibrant, buzzing, and beautiful all the way into the cooler months ahead. Here are a few smart August gardening tips that most people miss, but they can make a real difference in your harvest. Tip 1. Don't overwater even in the heat. It's tempting to water more when it's hot, but too much water can lead to root rot, especially in heavy soils or containers. Instead, water deeply but less often. Aim for early morning watering so plants can absorb moisture before the midday sun hits. Tip 2. Start thinking about fall now. August is the bridge between summer and fall. If you want a strong fall garden, Now is the time to prep, clean up tired crops, refresh soil with compost, and get seeds or transplants ready for cooler weather. Most fall veggies actually grow better in cooler temps. Tip 3. Use shade to your advantage. If you're planting cool season crops like lettuce or cilantro, don't be afraid to use partial shade, especially in hot zones. A little afternoon shade can keep those plants from bolting too early and help them last longer into the season. Smart gardeners plan ahead, and that's exactly what August is for. So, there you have it. August isn't the end of gardening season. It's a whole new beginning. From quick-growing vegetables and heat-loving herbs to pollinator-friendly flowers and future fruit harvests, there's still plenty you can plant this month and enjoy. Whether you're working with raised beds, containers, or just a sunny corner in the yard, August gives you a second chance to grow and maybe even experiment with something new. Now it's your turn. Drop a comment below and let me know what you plan to plant this August. I'd love to hear about your zone, your favorites, or any tips of your own. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to Gardening Story and hit that bell so you don't miss what's coming next. We've got more seasonal guides, tips, and fresh ideas coming your way. Thanks for spending time in the garden with me today, and happy planting.